Science. Today topic is metals and non-metals. What is the concept of this lesson? What are metals and non-metals? Physical properties of metals and non-metals, and then chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Uses of metals and non-metals. The introduction of this lesson. Before we are going to the lesson, we can see so many things around us that is made up of matters. What are the things around us? A bench, table, desk, door. So everything that is made up of matter. So the matter is made, what is matter? Matter is made up of tiny particles that occupy space and mass. This matter is divided into three categories, that is elements, compounds and mixtures. What is an element? An element is a pure chemical substance made up of same type of atom. Example, hydrogen and chlorine. Hydrogen and chlorine is a diatomic particles. So here hydrogen and hydrogen, there is only the single bond. So they both also same kind of the atoms. Here chlorine, this also same kind. So element is a pure chemical substance made up of same type of atoms. Another one, compounds. What is a compounds? A compound contains atoms of different elements chemically combined together in a fixed ratio. For example, water. The water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen in the ratio of 2:1. How do you say 2:1? Here 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Then only say 2:1. So here the compound contains atom of different element. Here water contain hydrogen, oxygen, both also different elements. They combine together in a fixed ratio 1. So can you understand these elements and compound? What is an element? It is a chemical substance made up of same kind of atom. Here what is a compound? It contains atom of different element chemically combined together in a fixed ratio. So now I give some examples. Can you classify the following into elements and compounds? Here some example: hydrogen, chlorine, gold, nitrogen, water, oxygen, sugar, table salt, aluminium and carbon dioxide. Here what are the elements? Yes, elements are hydrogen, gold, chlorine, oxygen and aluminium. These are elements. And then compounds. What are the compounds? Water. It is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. And then table salt. The table salt, what is the chemical name of table salt? Is sodium chloride. It is made up of sodium and chlorine. These also two elements. So that is a compound. And sugar, that is made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Here how many elements are here? Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Then carbon dioxide, it also contains carbon and oxygen. So these four also compounds. Based on their properties, elements are divided into metals, metalloids and non-metals. For examples of metals, aluminium, copper, sodium, potassium, etc. Metalloids, silicon, germanium, that also metalloids. Non-metals, sulfur, phosphorus, oxygen and nitrogen. There are 118 elements in the periodic table. 92 elements are found in nature. Remaining are prepared in the lab. From these 92 elements, 17 elements are metals and 22 elements are non-metals. Now we can see the physical properties of metals. Metals are solid in state except mercury. Mostly all the metals are solid at room temperature except mercury. And then metals are hard except lithium, potassium and sodium. Because lithium and sodium, it can be cut with a knife. So metals have metallic lusters. That means lusters mean it becomes shiny. So the metals are become shiny. Examples: gold, silver, platinum. Metals are malleable. What is the meaning of malleable? It can be beaten into thin sheet without breaking and cracking. That is known as malleable. So all the metals are malleable characters. And then metals are ductile. That means it can be drawn into thin wires. For example, even 1 gram gold can be drawn into 2 kilometers length. Some metals have high melting point except gallium and cesium. They have low melting point. Even it can be put it in your hand. Then metals are high boiling point because the molecules are attached, the molecules are highly packed together, so it has high boiling point. Metals are good conductors of heat. What is the meaning of conductors? Any elements or any substance that can allow heat and current, that is known as conductors. So metals are also good conductors because it contains mobile electrons. So metals are good conductors except lead and mercury. All the metals are good conductor of electricity also because it also contains mobile electrons. The best conductors are silver and copper. Metals are sonorous. That means sonorous means they can produce a sound when it hit by anything. So that is produce a ringing sound, that is known as sonorous. These are the physical properties of metals. Once again, I recall the physical properties of metals. Metals are solid at room temperature. Example, iron, copper, silver, aluminium, that also solid in state except mercury. Some metals are very hard except lithium, potassium and sodium. Lithium and potassium and sodium are very soft metals. It can be cut with a knife. Metals have metallic luster. Luster means shining. So mostly all the metals are shining. That it can be made with jewelry. In jewelry, gold is used for making jewelry because it is very shining. Metals are malleable. Malleable means it can be beaten into thin sheet without breaking and cracking. So that is meaning of malleable. Metals are ductile. What is the meaning of ductile? It can be drawn into wire. Metals have high melting point. Example, gallium and cesium. Gallium and cesium, they have low melting point. It can be melt in the palm of the hand. Metals have high boiling point. Metals have good conductors of heat. Except lead and mercury, metals are good conductors of electricity because it contains mobile electrons. Except silver and copper. Metals are sonorous. What is the meaning of sonorous? It can be produce sound. The solid and gaseous state except bromine. Bromine is the only non-metal that is in the liquid state. And then example for non-metals in the solid state is carbon, sulfur, phosphorus. And then gaseous state is oxygen, hydrogen and nitrogen. Then only one non-metals in the liquid state is bromine. So non-metals are soft in nature except diamond. Diamond is the only hard substance of the non-metals. So non-metals are very dull in nature except iodine crystals. Iodine only in the shining in nature. Non-metals are non-malleable. It is easily to broken. So non-metals are brittle. And then non-metals are not ductile. That means it cannot be beaten into thin wire. So it is a non-ductile. Non-metals are solid and liquids have low melting points. It has all the non-metals have low melting point because the molecules between the non-metals are loosely packed. So it has low melting point. Non-metals are solid and liquids have low boiling point. That is also that have the molecules are loosely packed. And non-metals are bad conductors of heat because it does not contains mobile electrons. So it contains mobile electrons only. It can pass the current. It has no mobile electrons, so it does not allow heat and current. So non-metals are bad conductors of heat and electricity except on the graphite. Graphite it contains mobile electrons, so it allows current to pass through them. The graphite is the only the non-metal. It allows the current to pass through them. So non-metals are sonorous. Sonorous means it does not produce sound. So all the non-metals are sonorous in nature. Once again, I recall the physical properties of non-metals. So all the non-metals are mostly in the solid and gaseous state except bromine. Bromine is the only non-metals in the liquid state. So non-metals are soft in nature except diamond. Non-metals have dull in nature except iodine crystals. So non-metals are not malleable. That means it is easily to broken. So non-metals are brittle in nature. Non-metals are not tactile. So non-metals are does not beaten into not drawn into thin wires. So it is a non-tactile characters. Non-metals are solid and liquid. They have low melting point, low melting and boiling point because the molecules between the non-metals are loosely packed. So non-metals are bad conductors of heat and electricity because the non-metals does not contain mobile electrons. Mobile means moving electrons. So it does not contain moving electrons. So it does not allow current to pass through them except graphite. So non-metals are non-sonorous. Sonorous means it does not produce sound. Difference between the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Already we know that physical properties of metals and non-metals. Again we can go through the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Metals are solid in nature except mercury. Non-metals are solid, liquid and gaseous state. Metals are hard except sodium and potassium. It can be cut with a knife. So non-metals which are solid or brittle in nature, that means easily broken. Metals have metallic clusters. Non-metals are dull in nature. Metals have high melting point and boiling point. Non-metals have low melting and boiling point. Metals are malleable. Malleable means that can be beaten into thin sheet. Non-metals are not malleable. Metals are ductile. It can be drawn into thin wire. Non-metals are not ductile. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Non-metals are bad conductors of heat and electricity. Metals are sonorous. That means it can produce sound. Non-metals are non-sonorous. That means it cannot produce sound. Then today homework is study and write the physical and physical properties of metals and non-metals and write the difference between metals and non-metals.